I'm Aundrea Gibbons reporting, AGTV News Today.
The struggle has continued.
Our kids do.
Everything that Aundrea does is like all in.
Very scary, especially at night. Sometimes people don't even have their headlights on.
You let it get? Yeah, that's good. That's smooth. Whenever you're ready, go right ahead.
All right. As tow truck operators are responding to emergency calls, often they were only this far from the truck and the side of the road as drivers are driving over 70 miles per hour right beside them, leading them to say, slow down and move over because it could often save their life. There's no fire, but there sure is fun at a Child's Haven's Water Day, where the Berea Fire Department and the organization provide a day of fun for at-risk youth. As you can hear, there's a lot of work happening around me in Spartanburg in Restoration Village, where on Saturday, those doors are going to open for formerly convicted men and women serving as a place to transition into life post-prison. Groundbreaking construction happening right here in Spartanburg. It looks like this is the future home of the 832-unit apartment community set right on the corner of Kennedy Street and Union Street. Affordable living. Just a step away from Main Street. Imagining a district with housing, recreation, jobs, and shopping all in one, the new vision for Lawrence Road is set to occur over the next 10 to 15 years. If you would like to know more about this trailblazer and the path to being Black and female in archaeology, there's more information about her organization and work at ayanafluellen.com. Right now, officials are looking into what caused a house fire in Greenwood County, where a man was found dead. The coroner says officials got to the home along Brickyard Road on 96 around 4:40 Sunday afternoon. They found Larry Leppert dead on the scene. Greer police are investigating a crash involving 3 vehicles. 9 people were taken to the hospital. The crash happened at around 12:15 Sunday afternoon at Highway 29, Arlington Road. Officials say appears a Toyota SUV ran a red light on Arlington Road and a Yukon crashed into it. A Hyundai was also hit. Each vehicle had 3 people inside. Right now, we're hearing from a man who was nearby. He was a part of a group of people that jumped in to help any way they could.
I was sitting here cooking and I heard a loud boom.
Our top story today, where did Hood Films come from? A question we've been puzzled with since Ricky has become a household name. So
Hi, Aundrea.
2 questions,
Okay.
not too much, but I heard you mention that you before were doing the role of George Washington and now you're doing Aaron Burr. So I was wondering, Aaron Burr is more of like a antagonizing character. So what is it like, kind of embodying that role?
Well, I love a complicated bad guy or a misunderstood bad guy. I don't think he's a bad guy, and hopefully other people after they see the show go, oh, he's not so bad comparably.
It's another day in Death Valley, where tigers commute, degrees are sought, and championships are won. But if you look close enough...
When they looked inside the area, it was all overgrown. You couldn't even see the graves.
Just a few feet from Tiger Stadium, we find the Woodland Cemetery, where famous names like Hollendorf are laid to rest. However, this land tells a deeper story than we could have imagined.
Both of those areas were surveyed on that July day, and at the end of the day, there were 215 unmarked graves.
A part of that survey team is Dr. Rhonda Thomas, a Calhoun Lemon professor of literature who first became interested in the area after speaking with a school historian who informed her that several convict laborers were buried in the cemetery.
Usually they mention, oh, by the way, there's a burial ground for enslaved people and convicts in Woodland Cemetery, and we were both shocked.
Thomas, who is also director of the Call My Name tours, is a research and community engagement coordinator for the Woodland Cemetery Historic Preservation Project, which aims to locate the unmarked African American graves in the Woodland Cemetery and to engage the local community, giving voice to those who were buried there.
A lot of people don't know like the background story and things like that.
Upon starting the project, Thomas wondered how close to home these stories actually reached.
And I see this name Wanamaker. And I thought, that name sounds really familiar. Where have I heard Wanamaker before? And all of a sudden I thought, oh no, that's my great-great-grandmother's birth name.
During the project, Thomas and other students found that their own family tree traces right back here to the labor of enslaved people.
And you walk in these buildings, and they're the very buildings that convicted laborers built, mostly Black convicted laborers built. Their fingerprints and initials are carved into those buildings.
As the project continues to unveil its distinct history of Clemson, one can't help but wonder the impact it has on African American students who attend the school.
I think for students, if you have come to Clemson to get an education, part of that education is learning the complete history of this university. I guarantee you it will make you love Clemson more when you realize all of the sacrifices, all of the hardships that people endured in order to make this university possible.
And the influence of that history transcends majors.
The project is very interdisciplinary in the fact that an English major or an architect major or somebody who's focusing on communications or even somebody as far out as science can find something that's beneficial to them in this project.
The ground beneath our feet, the bricks that hold up our studies, have transformed this university, and the Woodland Cemetery Project is here to make sure every student and every local remembers this history. If you are interested in learning and furthering the history of Woodland Cemetery by giving tours to your fellow Tigers, type in Woodland Cemetery Historic Preservation Project into your Google search engine right now, where information about giving tours is located. You may also contact Dr. Brian Stack via email to commit to this transparency. This is Aundrea Gibbons reporting, Clemson News Now.
Happy Friday Eve, everybody. It is June 9th, and today's top story is about a fresh new start. In Spartanburg, Jumpstart, which is an organization that currently contracts Restoration Village, aims to help formerly convicted men and women adjust to life outside of prison. So as you guys seen in the previous snaps that I showed, there are living spaces, there are opportunities for training such as in culinary arts and also adjusting to family life post-prison. The organization works with its residents to connect them with employers that are accepting of people with prior criminal records. And after they attain jobs and are able to support themselves, they then can pay for their housing in Restoration Village as a way of learning responsibility and also how to survive in the current economy. Happy Monday, everybody. Today is a big day for the state of South Carolina. Governor McMaster is heading to Spartanburg at 2:30 to First Baptist North Spartanburg Church to sign the Religious Freedom Act in South Carolina, which basically says that churches in time of crises are considered essential businesses.